What is up, everyone? It is an absolute beautiful day in October in Vermont. I'm in the Northeast Kingdom up at Duck Pond. I got this lake recommended to me by somebody on YouTube, so I'm super curious what's in here. You could see that the leaves are starting to change. It's almost like peak foliage season, which is absolutely wonderful. So we're gonna throw the wetsuit on. I'm super curious what's in here, and we're gonna see what we could see. Duck Pond sits quietly in Vermont's Northeast Kingdom within Willoughby State Forest. This small glacial lake has a surface area of 7.39 acres, or just under 3 hectares. It formed thousands of years ago as the last ice age retreated, carving out this depression in the mountains. The water is clear and cold, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 12.7 degrees Celsius. From the southern shore, the bottom depth is around 6 feet or 2 meters, rocky and solid. This is good habitat for crayfish, which are abundant here among the stones. One crayfish is missing a claw, which can be common. When caught by a predator, crayfish can voluntarily drop a limb through a process called autonomy. The limb detaches at a predetermined breaking point, and the wound seals immediately to prevent blood loss and infection. Within days, a small bud forms at the site. This bud slowly develops into a folded limb hidden beneath a pocket in the exoskeleton. Over the next several molts, which typically occurs every few weeks to months depending on age and season, the new limb gradually unfolds and grows. Moving along the shoreline, the bottom drops away steeply. Below, large fallen trees rest on the lake floor, substantial logs, some quite old, lying like a submerged forest. The presence of 3 beaver dams in and around the pond suggests these engineers have been modifying this ecosystem for some time. Growing on these submerged trees are bright green freshwater sponges arranged in vertical stacks. These are likely Spongilla lacustris, one of the most common species in northeastern North America. Freshwater sponges belong to the family Spongylidae, the only sponge family among the phylum Porifera adapted to freshwater habitats in the United States. All other sponges live in marine environments. Their bright green color comes from zoochlorellae, single-celled green algae living symbiotically within the sponge tissue. The algae photosynthesize, providing the sponge with additional nutrients. In return, the sponge offers the algae a protected habitat and access to nutrients from filtered material. Freshwater sponges are sensitive to pollution, especially heavy metals and low dissolved oxygen. Their presence here indicates good water quality, low levels of contaminants, and adequate oxygen throughout the water column. Much of the submerged forest is also covered in filamentous algae. These thread-like algae provide food and habitat for small invertebrates. Some tree limbs have green, gelatinous blobs. These appear to be young bryozoan colonies. Bryozoans are colonial animals, each colony composed of hundreds or thousands of tiny individuals called zooids. Like sponges, they're filter feeders, though they have a more complex anatomy, including a U-shaped digestive tract. A long, worm-like creature moves sporadically near the fallen trees, wriggling, then pausing. Before I can examine it closely, disturbed sediment clouds the water and it disappears. It could be any number of aquatic worms, leeches, or larvae. Duck Pond holds its mysteries. Small fish use the submerged trees as habitat. Blunt-nosed minnows, creek chubs, and northern red-bellied dace move between the branches. The red-bellied dace are especially beautiful. Some males still show faint red coloration on their bellies. Northern red-bellied dace spawn from late May through August, with peak activity when water temperatures reach 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, or 21 to 27 degrees Celsius. Males develop bright red ventral surfaces during this period to attract females. They deposit their eggs in mats of filamentous algae, often the same algae covering these trees. Though it's now cooler and past peak spawning, some males retain traces of that breeding coloration. These small fish species are all native to Vermont and play an important role in the aquatic food web, consuming insects, algae, and small invertebrates while serving as prey for larger fish and birds. I continue to swim around the shoreline, and I reach an area with established aquatic vegetation. Variable leaf pondweed grows here, a native species that, true to its name, produces different shaped leaves depending on its depth and light conditions. Cattails are also abundant along the shallow areas. Common waterweed, also native to Vermont, grows in dense mats. All three species provide important habitat for fish, invertebrates, and waterfowl. The blunt-nosed minnows are numerous here, less wary than in open water. Even in this remote location, there are traces of human activity. Old bottles rest on the bottom, and they've been incorporated into the ecosystem. Mayfly nymphs use them as shelter, the glass providing a hard surface in an otherwise soft bottom area. Clay targets, bright orange discs used for shooting practice, lie scattered on the lake bed. Many remain intact. While not natural, they become a part of the landscape, at least for now. I do my best to clean up as many as I can and leave the lake a little bit cleaner than when I found it.
All right, we just hopped out of the pond. That was one of the weirdest snorkels I've ever had, just because there's so much down timber and such steep drop-offs, and I hope it shows actually in the footage, but pretty freaky to see that murky water combined with these huge trees that probably beavers ended up taking down just along the whole perimeter of the whole lake. I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone's support. I really just love coming out here, making these videos, being outside with nature, especially underneath the water. It's just such a fun experience for me, and it really gets me in my flow state, just to allow me to forget about everything else and just see what we could see, and then come back and share it with you all. I really appreciate everyone's appreciation for nature and how much people care. It just really gives me hope for humanity, and really hope for Mother Nature and the planet Earth for future generations. So it's really cool. So we will see you next time underneath the water.